I am downtown hanging out with my friend Mike Stevens from over at the Moxie. So Mike, tell me a little about the location of the Moxie.
So this is our third location, believe it or not. Movie theaters don't usually move, but we have been here for the last almost 10 years already, which is crazy. It is at Campbell and McDaniel in downtown Springfield, Missouri. And we have parking right adjacent to us, the College Station car park, and we just love being downtown.
Yeah, super ideal location. All right, let's go check it out. So Mike, tell me a little about the origin story of the Moxie.
So the Moxie was founded by a young couple here in Springfield in 2007 called Dan and Nicole Chilton. And they ran it for 5 years, and it turns out that against all odds, Springfield had this big appetite for kind of challenging art house movies, you know, documentaries, indie films, foreign language films. But after 5 years, they had a child that was 1 year old, and they realized they couldn't, you know, work those crazy hours anymore and wanted to do something new, but also wanted to keep the Moxie going. And so they sold it to a recently formed nonprofit that was basically a lot of people that found they really loved this as a cultural resource for the community. And they formed that nonprofit, and they bought it from Dan and Nicole, and I had the luck of being hired to take it over and to transition it to be a nonprofit. So we are a member-supported cultural organization now that shows film.
What does it mean to be able to show these kinds of films here in Springfield with this like kind of resource?
Oh, it's my favorite thing in the world is being able to bring the rest of the world here.
Yeah.
Show foreign language films, you know, whether it's Tunisia or Sweden or China or Mexico, that is one of my favorite things to do. And also, even English language films are fun because you have films that are being discussed in the New York Times or NPR or wherever, and we can show them too.
Yeah.
This is something that, you know, not so long ago, Springfield didn't have that. And so that also is very exciting that we, despite being in the middle of the country, can still be part of a larger cultural conversation.
Absolutely. It's such a special way to share important stories. All right, I want to go check out your concession, so let's go see it.
Let's do it.
All right, Mike, so we're hanging out in your concession area. Tell me about the concessions here at the Moxie.
So I think the thing we're best known for is popcorn. Being a small theater has a benefit of we pop for every screening pretty much. So it's always going to be fresh and hot. And the other kind of interesting concession that we have is beer and wine. That's a big differentiator for us, and we really focus on Missouri-based beers. All our taps are Missouri beers, and people love being able to come see a movie, have some great popcorn, and maybe a glass of wine.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I love that it's the local beers, like you said. What do those local partnerships mean to you?
Oh man, Mother's has been a huge deal for us. We've been partnering for screenings with them for years and years, and we love pouring their beer, not only because it's good, but because they're good to us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go check out your theater. All right, Mike, so we are in one of your auditoriums here at the Moxie. So tell me about your theater setup.
So unlike most theaters that folks go to, we're smaller, more intimate location. So we are in our small theater, which is a 42-seat theater. You know, the projection's the exact same. You'll see it at the Alamo or at the AMC. We use, you know, digital projection, all the new formats, just in a kind of smaller space, smaller footprint. Our big theater is 84 seats, and that's, you know, anything that we think will bring a big enough crowd, that's where we put that movie.
Yeah, what do you think is the benefit of seeing a film in a more intimate setting?
Well, we have a definite sense of community here. People return. We have a lot of regulars, so you have people that end up in pretty serious discussions in theater and in the lobby afterwards. So just kind of feeling like you know the people around you. It's a small village of film lovers that come here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge perk. Now tell me about your like typical hours or show times.
Sure, so during the weekdays, we usually do about two runs of movies. So we open maybe 4 o'clock or so and close by 10.
Okay.
Saturdays start at noon and go till close.
All right. Also, more information. How can people find you guys?
MoxieCinema.com is always the best place.
All right, easy can be. Moxie Cinema here downtown. Mike, thank you so much. Come check it out.
Thanks for coming.